Okay, so I mentioned that for this project, you want to overlap just about everything, but there are going to be times when you're not going to like how colors overlap and interact with each other. So you're going to want to delete some of the overlapping. And I'm going to give you an example of that right now. The sky basic shape. It's a very big shape, and you can see that I just overlapped all of the buildings up here on the right, over here on the right. I took the sky layer and just took it all the way across over the buildings. But after looking at the project, I've decided that it's bothering me, and I want to delete the sky, this basic shape, off of this area on these buildings on the right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the sky group, it's already open, and then front right building. I'm going to open this up, and there's the shape right there for the front right building. I'll show you with the sky hidden. There it is. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that control click thing again, and then I'm going to delete a shape out of the selected area. So watch how I do that. And you can do this anywhere in your project. Here we go. I'm going to control, and again, to do control click, you don't have to go to the layer. You just need to hover your cursor. So I'm going to select the basic shape for the buildings by going control click in the thumbnail, and you can see there it is selected. And I'm going to go to the basic shape layer for the sky, go to the layer itself, and I'm going to press the backspace or delete key. Well, actually not delete, the backspace key. And what that's going to do is it's going to delete anything that exists inside of this selection based on whatever layer you're on. So if I'm on this layer and I press backspace, it's going to delete the sky, this shape, out of this area. Watch this. And there it goes. So now the sky is no longer overlapping the front right building. If I don't want the sky to overlap, what about the front middle building? Do I have a shape in there? I do. So watch this. Now, again, you don't have to do this. The overlapping is part of the effect of the project. You want shapes to overlap. So I could just leave that, but let's just say for pretend's sake that later on in the project, you decide that you want the sky out of this area. So again, you're going to control click this basic shape. You're going to go to the sky layer and backspace. And there it is. It didn't make much of a difference. So I'm actually just going to put it back. It's just this little piece right here. It doesn't really bother me, but that's an example of how to do that. Does the sky overlap? Yeah, it overlaps these right here too. So I'm going to, and that's okay. Again, that's okay. So left, where are we here? I'm getting lost. Left buildings. Left front. Okay, I'm going to open up left front. All right, I'm going to control click left front. I'm going to go to the sky layer and backspace. And there it is. It just disappeared. Now, again, didn't make much of a difference, but this time we'll leave it off. Okay. So now the sky is just overlapping. Ooh, it's overlapping in here too. See that? On the kayaks, that's also on the sky layer. So what do? You know what? Just to prove to you that it's okay, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it because I like the way that looks. Lots of overlapping is good. And sometimes it interferes with the color that you want. And so then you can do that deleting control click method.